You're watching WDEF News 12 this morning with Rachel Esch, meteorologist Brian Smith, and your time-saver traffic tracker with Sunny 92.3's James Howard.
Good morning and welcome to Fit Friday here at WDEF News 12 this morning. Joining us this morning is our fitness trainer, Michaela Baumgardner. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you.
Some great exercises on the step today that we're going to do.
Yes, and if you don't have a step at home, that's okay. You don't have to use a step, and some of these things you can use a chair, you can use the side of your bed, or even on the floor. It's not that big of a deal. We're going to start out first doing squats. Okay, these are for your legs in the front, so your legs again for the quads. And actually, it targets all areas of your leg, but the squats are what usually is used for the quads. So let's go ahead and take our left foot. We're going to step up on the step.
Okay.
All the weight is going to be on your foot on the floor. Okay. On your heel on the floor.
All right.
Make sure that the foot that's on the floor sits a little bit farther in front of the foot that's on the step.
Okay.
That way your knee doesn't go past your toe.
Okay.
All right. So when you sit back into the chair, right, there's a pretend chair behind you all the time when you're doing squats, and your knee doesn't go past your toe. Very good. Make sure all the weight's on the right side.
Okay.
Okay.
It is.
On the leg that's on the floor, and the leg that's up on the step is just here because basically we can't remove it, so we just want it out of the way.
But you're isolating it
You're
onto
isolating
this
that right
leg.
quad,
Okay.
and that's what
now,
we want to do.
is this going to make my leg big? Well, a lot of people worry about,
that is a really, really good
big.
question. And the truth is, even ladies that are using weight, there are very few women that I've ever seen that really bulk up when they're doing weights. Okay. You can go ahead and change legs. When you're doing it at home, make sure that you do even amounts on each leg. But you're not going to bulk up. We don't have the same kind of ingredients inside of our body that men do that cause us to bulk up.
So don't worry about that.
Actually, we'll trim down. The more muscle mass you have, the more fat you burn all day long just sitting around in front of your computer. As opposed to cardio, you can start out as a big pair. And you go in there and you do 2 hours of cardio, you just come out as a smaller pair. Lifting weights is what actually changes the shape of your body, and that's what most women are looking for.
Sure.
Yeah,
that's
absolutely.
Right. So we
I
need the weight training.
Yes, women really need the weight training, and a lot of us think, oh, we just need cardio. Really important that we do the weight training. It helps us with our bone density, helps us with our posture as we get older. We start to slump, and we just really need that for fat burning, if for nothing else, right? Okay.
That's right.
So we're going to do some lunges off the step now.
All right.
So you're going to go ahead and step up on top of the step.
Okay.
Okay. Again, you can do this with a chair. Okay. And so you're just going to step back and make sure that the knee. Notice how her knee is not coming back past her toe. Okay, and all the weight stays in the front heel. Don't lean back onto the leg that's behind you.
Okay.
Yes, fantastic. Down and back up. Now, if you want to add a little bit of cardio to this, you can come down, and then when you come up, lift the leg up with a flat foot. Yes. And up, flat foot. Up. Any of these exercises that we do that don't require us to use our arms, anytime you want to up the cardio a little bit, just raise your arms up in the air. And just your body needing to pump that blood up the arms increases the heart rate almost immediately.
Okay. So
and
that's a good way to do that.
You can walk down your neighborhood. You might look a little silly, but your heart rate gets up even higher.
Okay.
All right. Very good. Okay. Now we're going to move on to bench press, and this is for the upper body. And women, I've heard a lot of conflicting stories about whether or not women should even do bench press, but I really agree with it. I've had a lot of really good results just with myself doing bench press. A lot of women say, well, I can't get rid of this stuff, that comes on the outside of your tank top. Yeah, and under your arm. Bench press is really good for your whole upper body. So we're going to use some weights.
All right.
There you go. All right, make sure you get a good grip on these. You're going to turn your palms where they face your knees.
Okay.
Okay. And when you come down, make sure you come down to the chest line, not the neck line.
Okay.
Okay, I see a lot of women that come down to the neck. Right. And just come down to where the weights are basically parallel to your chest.
Okay.
Down, keeping your abs tight, keeping your knees at, your elbows at a 90-degree angle.
All right. And this is why you always stress that we need a mirror, because it is hard
to tell. You really need a mirror.
If you're, out of line or not.
Yes, and you can't tell without looking at yourself in the mirror. And it's not a vanity issue. It's about not injuring yourself. One injury can throw you out from working out for 6 weeks.
And that's a problem.
It's a huge problem because then you get out of the habit of working out. And anybody is susceptible to getting out of the habit of working out. Down. Now you're kind of coming out as like you're doing a chest fly, but I'd rather you come straight down.
Okay.
And chest fly is another really good exercise that you can do, which is just the palms facing each other. And elbows stay slightly bent, and you just come out and squeeze it back in. And you can mix these up while you're doing them. And again, you can do 3 sets of 15, or you can go to a song. you know, go till you're tired. It's just really important if you've never done these that you, you know, don't overdo it.
All right, some great exercises for us this morning. Thanks, Michaela. And of course, you can always email Michaela if you have any questions. She'll be happy to answer those at finallyfit@comcast.net, or you can call 227-5436. You're watching WDEF News 12 this morning. Thanks for joining us.